That's the new part. Here's the old belt. Let me know what you think, if I should have replaced it or not. What up, world? It's BK here, and today I'm with Didi, our 2007 Toyota Yaris. I'm going to be replacing the accessory belt. The first thing you're going to want to do is pop the hood. This is probably hard to find, but it's usually a lever. It's got a little hood thing. Pull that up. All jokes aside, once you're inside the bay, you want to locate the accessory belt. It's going to be the one connected to the alternator. Once you've located the alternator, you're going to have a tensioning mechanism. This is what allows the belt to be tightened or loosened. Before we go taking everything apart, let's do a couple of things. Let's mark our tensioner. The reason we're marking this is so we can have roughly the same tension on our new belt. Map out the routing for our belt. The belt wraps underneath this pulley over the compressor, AC compressor, then down, I guess, the crank. The alternator going down looks like around the crank pulley. So we're going to draw a diagram of it. You have your alternator, and then you have your crank, and then you have your compressor, and you have your like in-between pulley. So the alternator goes around the crank, then under the compressor, over the alternator, over the pulley, the idle pulley, up to the alternator. So that would be our route. Thanks, Bob. Go ahead and loosen the tensioner with a 12 mil. So that's loose. Push the alternator forward. Gonna kind of slide forward once you apply some pressure. Now the belt should be loose enough to take off. So following our routing diagram earlier, I'm gonna wanna push this down and hook it underneath the AC compressor. So we've got it hooked over the top of the alternator right now. From here you can see we're just kind of hanging a bit. So we're gonna wanna go around there. But then, so around the compressor, and then over, under, sorry, not over, under the water pump is what we learned this one was. So yeah, once you're there, make sure all the grooves are lined up. You can feel around the top. Now we're left with a little slack here at the alternator, that should snap in. Now we're left with a little slack here at the alternator, that should snap in. Yeah, from this angle you can see that we wrap around the water pump. Full stacks in a row.
Finger strength. Pull back with all your strength. Keep moving. Just keep.
Get a crowbar, wedge it between the alternator, and then just kind of wiggle it forward a bit. And your goal is to line up your dot All right, let's start it up and see if it explodes. Congrats! Now you know how to replace a drive belt, accessory belt, serpentine belt, the many names of the mystical belt. If you want to know how to measure the belt's deflection, as well as find out if it's properly tensioned, check out this video.